The world's best athletes continue to earn enormous sums of money solely from their playing salaries. However, only a few sportsmen were able to build on their fortunes through wise investments and become the world's wealthiest athletes. Although the world's highest paid athletes do not necessarily make all of their money from the sport they participate in, they are among the wealthiest people on the planet. Today we'll take a closer look at the top 10 wealthiest athletes in the world. Welcome to Modern Luxury, where we explore the high-end stories of today. Before getting into the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to be updated on the luxurious topics worldwide. Let's begin. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a Portuguese footballer who is widely regarded as the best player in the world, as evidenced by his $470 million net worth. Cristiano Ronaldo, who is 37 years old and nearing the end of his career, has recently signed a lucrative contract with his former club Manchester United, with an annual salary of 26.52 million British pounds. Ronaldo, on the other hand, has a lifetime sponsorship deal with Nike and several other lucrative endorsement deals. It is safe to predict that he will continue to rise in the rankings. Ronaldo is no stranger to living the high life. He also rented an ultra-luxurious mansion when he returned to the United Kingdom. It's difficult to believe that this $3 million home is a step down from his Italian estate, where he paid $50,000 per day. The Portuguese native is also known for his passion for sports cars, which he lavishes millions of dollars on. One of his most recent purchases is a $1.9 million Ferrari Monza SP2. Eddie Jordan. The Formula One legend is unquestionably one of the most popular racers of all time. He was able to keep his vast fortune, despite the fact that his last race was over a quarter century ago. He's now worth $480 million. Since his last race, the Irishman has put a significant amount of his hard-earned money into the Jordan Grand Prix F1 team, which has yielded excellent results for Eddie. Jordan has continued to thrive in his field of passion, becoming the announcer for the BBC's Grand Prix coverage and being invited to host the hit show Top Gear despite the team's failure to win anything significant. He also had investments in Celtic, a Scottish soccer club, and he was able to acquire oyster yachts. Jordan is also the proud owner of the Blush, a 45-meter Perini Navi sailing yacht. Jordan, unlike other retired athletes, does not waste his money. Instead, he has turned his passions into profitable businesses. In this regard, we can all learn from his experience. LeBron James. LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers is a better basketball player than an actor. And while his performance on the big screen was nothing short of a crime, he is a true basketball genius on the court. James has amassed over $490 million as a result of his abilities. The basketball legend is a real estate investor. His most recent purchase is a nearly $37 million ultra-luxury Beverly Hills mansion. LeBron is also a watch collector who has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on high-end timepieces for various occasions. James, like many other celebrities, owns a large collection of high-end automobiles. What sets him apart from most other athletes, however, is the sheer number of luxury cars he owns. His garage with 15 vehicles resembles a dealership rather than a private parking space. Floyd Mayweather. With a moniker like Money, it's difficult to believe he's not among the top 10 wealthiest athletes. The fighter is one of the wealthiest people on the list, with a net worth of $510 million. Floyd collects houses, while most wealthy people collect watches or cars. In the United States, the boxer owns homes worth nearly $100 million. He also owns a $350 million entertainment company and over 100 high-end automobiles, each worth more than $100,000. To top it all off, Mayweather purchased a $60 million private jet as a birthday present. Roger Staubach. Roger the Dodger is a football legend in the United States. He is well deserving of his $602 million fortune, having won 2 Super Bowls. Sports alone are unlikely to generate such wealth. Unlike the other people on this list, Roger made the majority of his money after he retired. He started a highly successful real estate company before investing heavily in motorsports. Regrettably, Roger comes from a lower income generation. and he avoids flaunting his wealth through eccentric purchases. Roger keeps his life hidden from the ever-watchful public eye, despite having properties worth millions. Junior Bridgman. Another successful athlete turned businessman after retirement is the baseball legend Junior Bridgman. Bridgman and Staubach are tied for 6th place with a net worth of $602 million. While still on the field, the Milwaukee Bucks star began to learn the Wendy's business model. He went into the franchising business after retirement and opened over 100 Wendy's and Chili's restaurants across the United States. He made a tidy profit when he sold them in 2016. In 2017, he began bottling Coca-Cola products and continues to expand his franchising business across the United States and Canada. In terms of spending his hard-earned cash, Richmond takes a different approach to this than the majority of his peers. He would rather spend them on luxurious vacations to exotic locations. Michael Schumacher. The story of the greatest Formula One pilot of all time is truly tragic. Schumacher, who is worth $605 million, was hit in the head while skiing on the eve of 2014, and he has never been the same since. Schumacher lavished his wealth on expensive homes and horses. Yes, horses. Germans appear to enjoy horse training. He also owns a Texas ranch with dozens of them. Schumacher, unsurprisingly, has a sizable Ferrari collection. Unfortunately, Schumacher and his family withdrew from the public life after the accident, preferring a more private life. Magic Johnson. Johnson is truly deserving of the moniker Magic both on and off the field. The NBA star is now worth over $620 million and knows how to have a good time with his teammates. Magic, like all of the other athletes on this list, has an impressive real estate portfolio with several properties worth more than $10 million. Johnson, unlike the other millionaires, does not have a taste for sports cars. He prefers SUVs and trucks instead. Magic owned a one-of-a-kind Lincoln pickup truck that he auctioned off, with the proceeds benefiting his foundation. Johnson's garage, however, housed more than one unique vehicle. Magic nowadays enjoys traveling the world in style and visiting luxurious destinations that only the wealthy can afford. Tiger Woods. With an estimated net worth of $850 million, the greatest golfer of all time is ranked 3rd. Unlike the utterly boring game to which he owes his success, Woods knows how to have a good time. When he isn't boring sports commentators and spectators alike, Woods is busy spending his life on finer things in life. The fact that this athlete owns several homes worth over $5 million is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his extravagant spending. However, purchasing an entire island in Sweden is something that really stands out. Isn't that a strong move? Ion Tiriac. You'll be forgiven if you are unfamiliar with this former Romanian tennis player who has amassed a net worth of $1.3 billion. Tiriac keeps tennis legends like Andre Agassi, Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, and others in his pockets who were far superior to him on the court. Unlike the other athletes on this list, Tiriac has an entire car gallery dedicated to rare automobiles. His garage is a museum in itself. Unfortunately, he broadcasts it to the entire world. His other assets are far less interesting, but far more profitable. Tiriac owns a travel agency, an insurance company, an airline, a bank, and an auto dealership. Before we reveal the richest athlete on our list, let's recap the ones we have seen so far. Cristiano Ronaldo, $470 million. Eddie Jordan, $480 million. LeBron James, $490 million. Floyd Mayweather, $510 million. Roger Staubach and Junior Bridgman at $602 million. Michael Schumacher, $605 million. Magic Johnson, $620 million. Tiger Woods, $850 million. Ion Tiriac, $1.3 billion. And the richest athlete in the world is Michael Jordan. Is there anyone else? Michael Jordan is widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, but he also is the wealthiest athlete of all time. Jordan's net worth is currently estimated to be around $2.25 billion, and he is a master of combining smart investing with a lavish lifestyle. When he retired from active sports, one of his first investments was in the Charlotte Hornets. Given the team's performance in the following years, the $175 million investment may appear to be a waste of money. The Hornets, however, were one of Jordan's best deals. The franchise is currently valued at over $1.5 billion. Jordan's restaurant business, like that of most millionaires, has brought in millions of dollars. He didn't hold back on his dream home, having paid more than $12 million for his current residence. While the majority of his friends on his list have a car collection, Jordan is not one of them. He also has a multi-million-dollar plane and a similarly lavish and expensive yard. These are just a few examples of Jordan's lavish spending, which demonstrates not only his wealth, but also his way of life. So, who do you think has the greatest investments among these athletes? Is their sacrifice of playing sports worthy of their lifestyle today? Tell us what you think in the comments. If you liked and enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more insightful videos, get notified by clicking the bell button below. From the high-end stories of today, this has been Modern Luxury. As always, we look forward to seeing you again in one of our videos. Thanks for watching.